just because I say my opinion doesn't mean that like you have to share the opinion. That's why it's an opinion. So one of the recent foodie destinations that opened up here right around the Albany area in Latham is a place called DONUTS. The line has been crazy there. Let me tell you, it looks like they're giving these things away at the frequency we see lines out there. The week it opened, people were going in left and right and reporting wait times of like 45 minutes just to get their donuts. DONUTS is actually a business that originated in North Carolina. They have locations all over the United States, and this is the first one to come to the area, so people are just very excited about it. And the way it works is you go there and they actually make the donuts to order. They have all different toppings and stuff like that. And you know how we do. We had to go with the full dozen. A full dozen is $22.49 plus tax. So we're talking $25 for a dozen donuts, which seems pretty steep. What I need you to do is hit the like button on this, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell. You get notified when new videos are posted. New dining review every week. This is part of the series, Dairy X Dines. And I got to give a shout out to Cassie on this one. She's the one who did the heavy lifting. Actually, when she went, she didn't have to wait other than actually ordering the donuts and waiting for them to make it. So there was no line, but as she was leaving, the line was forming behind her. Let's see what DONUTS is all about, and let's taste some of these donuts. Here it is. Menage donuts. Cheers. All right, so the first one we're trying here is called the Boardwalk, glazed with Oreo crumbles, powdered sugar, and vanilla drizzle. So you can kind of see all that. Let's try it. Really good. You'd almost never know there's Oreo on this, honestly, because the icing overpowers it. And the donut has a pretty strong taste. So they're all the same white donut. What I was saying is this relies on the toppings. That's kind of what we agreed on. And that the donut better be very good in order to like hold up to all that. This is very sweet. The icing's good. It's kind of on the little strong side for icing. It says powdered sugar on that too. Because this is so wet when they make it, that powdered sugar is gone. Before we get much further into this, I wanted to give you a little bit of like a size reference. So these are decently sized, I guess. They're no bigger or smaller than like a cider donut. I would say that that's basically the size that they are, and they are cake donuts. What Cassie did was she picked 10 donuts and then asked for 2 of the more popular ones that they had. So we'll save the 2 more popular ones till the end. So stick around to the end and make sure you check that out. So next up we have one called Raspberry Fluff. It's glazed with a marshmallow drizzle. Right now it looks like just all glazed. So these have been sitting. So they recommend that you put them in the microwave for a few seconds. I'm skipping that because these are the same day they were purchased. I think that's more of something if you're gonna eat it the next day, but we'll see, I guess. Little bit of raspberry. It tastes like a glazed donut, to be honest with you. Tiny hint of jelly, if anything. The box is like pink, and the stuff while it was warm, like it probably bled into the box. You live and learn. Next one up is Chocolate Explosion. It has chocolate icing, Oreo crumbles, and hot fudge drizzle. Yeah, I mean, other than like a small textural difference, you'd never know that was Oreos on there. They're crumbled to hell, honestly. But the fudge is very good. That one was a little meh. Next up is Peanut Butter Paradise. It's peanut butter icing with chocolate drizzle. The icing definitely tastes like peanut butter, but it's also very sweet. It tastes like white icing. I could live with that. That's a pretty good donut. Next up, Blueberry Pancake. Blueberry icing with maple drizzle and powdered sugar. You can kind of see the powdered sugar. I feel like they don't even need to do the powdered sugar, to be honest with you, the way these are all wet. This one to me tastes like fake blueberry, like the blueberry that's inside of Eggo waffles. I don't hate it. It's just, you know that blueberry taste that you get when you have like Eggo waffles or like blueberry muffins from the grocery? That's what this tastes like. I don't get a whole lot of maple from that. Scratch that. I think the maple that's drizzled on top is kind of incorporated, and it's what making me feel like it tastes like waffles. So I guess I do taste the maple in some roundabout sense. Next up we have Coconut Island Bliss, which is chocolate icing, peanuts, and coconut. It tastes like all those things. It's kind of everything just falls off. I feel like they should put the coconut and peanuts on while the chocolate's warm. Or maybe do the coconut and then the peanuts, I don't know. I feel like this just needs a little bit of rework in terms of how it's done. But it's good. So next up is the s'more chocolate icing, marshmallow fluff, and it looks like graham cracker dust. Tastes like a chocolate donut. Like the stuff on top barely brings anything in terms of flavor. The next one is called Beach Ball, which to me is one of the more fun names in this whole thing. You know, North Carolina, Kenny Omega fans. This to me is the closest thing to a birthday cake flavor. You got the vanilla icing with the sprinkles, and they drizzle chocolate on it. I don't really get why that would be Beach Ball. But I guess that sets it apart from birthday cake. That's all right. It just tastes like icing and with a little crunch from the sprinkles. The next one, I have a little cheat sheet here, is FF Peanut Butter and Jelly. I wonder what FF means.
Fan favorites.
Fan favorites. Now this one you could see has some drizzle. It looks like a lot of the drizzle fell into the box again. I mean, that actually tastes like peanut butter and jelly. It's probably like less jelly than you'd want in that kind of a bite, but this is a good one. Starting to get full. And of course we saved the fattest ones till the end. I keep calling this one the turtle. It's, now I can't remember the real name, chocolate caramel crunch. So it's chocolate icing, peanuts, and then salted caramel drizzle on top. I think that one's fantastic because the caramel holds the peanuts on top of it. You don't get the same effect as before. It tastes good. As we're eating these, Cassie's noting that like I've been kind of nonplussed by most of these, and that one probably so far is my favorite, and to her she's like on the opposite end of the spectrum. So it kind of goes to show that like just because I say my opinion doesn't mean that like you have to share the opinion. That's why it's an opinion. So that's what we're doing here. I'm giving you my opinion. You could agree, you could disagree, but it's information. It helps you determine whether or not it's worth the experience. So that's 10 donuts down. Now, these are the last two. They're what they call the fan favorites. I'm actually more excited about the first of these, which is French toast, maple icing, powdered sugar, cinnamon sugar. This is the only donut that the powdered sugar is apparent. I think that's because they waited for the icing to set before they added it. Definitely smells cinnamon sugar. Smells like French toast. It tastes like French toast. I mean, it tastes like a donut with like a sugary maple French toast top. I like that. I'll put that at the top of the list. The last one is like your internet sensation food, you know, your Instagram favorite type thing. Everybody goes crazy for bacon. So this one is maple bacon. Mm-hmm. So Cassie's saying they have two different types of bacon donuts. What's the other one?
The other one's called bacon, and it's not maple icing and chopped bacon, it's salted caramel drizzle. Bacon
has taken over the world, you know, for the last 15, 20 years. People put bacon on everything, including desserts. So this is maple bacon. I'm not a bacon hater. I love bacon. I just don't need it everywhere. This is a weird one. The bacon itself is like super smoky, like almost like that artificial kind of bacon. So yeah, I mean, this is what I call stunt food. I mean, you're gonna sit here and eat a dozen donuts and then criticize a stunt food, but that's what I do here. I think all in all, we got a good sampling of the menu. Some were good, some weren't great. Pretty much in the middle as far as experience. I think the main thing about this place is that they make it to order, which I think if you're gonna charge that much money for a donut, the size that it is, I think that's kind of the incentive to actually going to Duck Donuts. Otherwise, if you were to go into your supermarket and buy these donuts, it'd be a stretch to pay more than $2 for anything other than like the bacon one, which is one of your stunt type food. So I would say the verdict's out on Duck Donuts. It's good. I wouldn't recommend waiting online for it, but if it's something that you got the time for, you got the money for, give it a shot. The one thing I'm looking at the menu here, and they make breakfast sandwiches on the actual donuts. So let's put it this way. We get 50 likes on this video. I'll go back, I'll try all those. I will say it looks like one of your like, you know, egg pucks with just different stuff on it, but we'll give it a shot. And if you like this video, I did a review similar of cookie therapy earlier this year. I'll leave a link to that right here. And if you like these dining reviews, I'll leave those right here, a playlist of those. You can check those out. Down below in the links, there's a link to buy a t-shirt or to buy my ebook. Check that out. Click subscribe, click like on the video, and have an awesome day.